Another assessment of what's happening on the battlefield. We can cross to Washington and join a Ukrainian former defense minister until 2020, Andrei Zagordynyuk. He's now at the Atlantic Council's Eurasia Center. Welcome to BBC News.
Hello. Yes, hi.
You have said in the last 24 hours that if Ukraine gets all of the weapons it needs, it can push Russian forces out of Ukraine by October. That is quite a claim to make, especially when Russian forces now seem to be advancing in eastern Ukraine. Where do you get that confidence?
First of all, they're not exactly advancing. They're advancing in some areas, and they're completely stumbling in some other areas. And we clearly understand that their efficiency is very low compared to what they expected of themselves. And with the right weapons, we are way more efficient. And yes, we can within a few months we can push them out of the territories which they took temporarily since 24th of February. Absolutely. The question is that we need to have the correct weapons and in a correct time, correct type. Which we've been talking about for like previous months. And if that happens, it seems like there is a political will to help us in Western governments. So if that happens, yes, we can push, absolutely.
There seems to be an impression that there is a steadier supply of weaponry, including heavy weaponry, reaching the front lines. But your comments suggest that you don't believe it's anywhere fast enough or enough in terms of quantity.
Not at the moment, yes. At the moment, this is not the quantities which would allow us to switch from individual counterattacks to the overall counteroffensive. So, but there is a plan. As you know, there is a new budget in the United States. There are new plans for the other Western governments to help us. So we believe that there will be a right quantity. And it's just a question of it accumulated in a sort of critical mass of equipment, which allows us to increase our forces and increase our potential, and that would help to do what I said. And that's the only way for Ukraine to win, and the only way Ukraine can exist is if it wins, and we obviously know it's when, it's not if, but that's essentially the only plan which can work.